Number 5. Some examples of substances moving across membranes are listed. For which examples must oxygen be present? So, this question is quite tricky as well, but I like this question. So, the reason why we need oxygen is for the respiration. Respiration is a process that makes energy, so it releases energy. And hence, what this question is asking is that which of these 3 requires energy? Number 1, glucose molecules into epithelium that lines the small intestine. Our body loves glucose molecules. Okay, so the small intestine inside us, whenever they have glucose molecules in them, even if our body already has a lot of glucose molecules, they just take them in. So even if our body has a lot of glucose molecules, which means we have high concentration of glucose inside our body and relatively low concentration in the small intestine, we just absorb them into our body. So the glucose molecules are now traveling from or transporting from low concentration to high concentration. And this process is, of course, called active transport. So movement of particles from low concentration to high concentration requires energy. Okay? Because this is an unusual thing. It's not like something moving from high place to low place, which is natural thing. So it doesn't require energy, but this is unusual thing. So it does need energy. So if the particle wants to move from low concentration to high concentration, it can't go by diffusion, so it needs to take active transport, and it does require energy. So 1, yes, it does need energy, so therefore it does need oxygen. Okay, so oxygen is needed to respire, thereby producing energy, and this needs energy. So yes, it needs respiration and it needs oxygen. Okay, so 1 is correct, yes. Number 2, nitrate ions from dilute solution in soil into more concentrated solution. So here we go. It just says the nitrate ions are in dilute solution, which means it has low concentration in the solution. It's moving to a more concentrated solution, so that's active transport there. So the active transport requires energy, so yes, oxygen is needed for this one as well. So 1 and 2, okay, these are quite promising. Let's have a look at number 3. Water molecules from mesophyll cells into the air spaces of a leaf. So this says the movement of water molecules. Okay, the movement of water molecules is called osmosis. Osmosis is the movement of water molecules from high water potential to low water potential. And this is important through a partially permeable membrane or semi-permeable membrane. Okay, so this semi or partially permeable membrane means that this membrane lets some particles or some molecules in and out, but doesn't on some other molecules or particles. So it just selectively permeates. It is there a word called permeates? I'm not sure about that. Or let's say allow. Okay, it selectively allows some particles or molecules to go in and out of the cell. Okay, so osmosis is moving the water molecules moving from high to low water potential. So it does not need energy. It's called passive transport. So passive transport does not need energy. So it's the exact opposite concept of active transport. Active transport, as we already know, requires energy. Okay? So 3 is not the answer. So hence, the answer should be B for this one. It's quite messy here. So yeah, the answer should be B.